Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jeremy, Director of Dining Services, and I'm sitting here with Chef Ray, our Executive Chef,
Hello, everybody.
and with Kim Heverly, our Dining Room Manager.
Hi everyone.
So we've recently been getting some questions, some phone calls, some emails, some great feedback cards, and we wanted to have the opportunity to inform you of some new things that are going on, answer some of your questions, and just kind of have a chance to say hello to you. All right, so you guys, you ready to just jump right into it? We'll start going over some of this stuff.
We're
Sounds
ready.
great.
All right, so there's been some questions about Memorial Day and if there's going to be any kind of celebration. I guess normally we would do a picnic atmosphere outside or something, but what are we going to do this year?
So this year, sticking to the theme of Memorial Day, which is a traditional, American themed barbecue type of day for eating. I created a menu that will have traditional barbecue items, ribs, chicken, burgers, and hot dogs, along with traditional sides, baked beans, corn on the cob, coleslaw, cornbread, and strawberry shortcake, of course. And you'll be able to choose certain things like you would off a buffet, and that will be what Memorial Day is kind of going to consist of.
Great, great.
We'll have a few surprises along the way, but
course.
we're not going to let those out right now.
You always have tricks up your sleeve. Speaking of the tricks, I mean, the huge Mother's Day, we've gotten lots of comments on the little bags that you guys made up and took. Where do you get your inspiration for doing those things?
I think we just kind of sit around and brainstorm, usually with Maddie, you and Chef, and just kind of figure out what it is we can work out, what it is we can do ahead of time. Just trying to think of the logistics of it, and that's kind of what we came up with. The supervisors handled it very well, got it all prepared and everything for the next shift, so just a team effort.
Right. Well, you did a great job on that. It seemed like the residents really appreciated it.
I think the stuffed lobster tail helped a lot too.
Yeah.
I don't know. The mimosas, I think we got more feedback on the mimosas than the roses.
Yeah, we had to jump through a few hoops trying to get that champagne.
That was interesting.
Especially with PA not selling alcohol.
Yeah.
We had to do some smuggling.
I don't think we want to know how we got you your champagne, but I'm glad that we did. All right, so there's been some talk about theme buffets. We've been having some conversations as a team, and I know you got some tricks and some ideas with the themes. Why don't you talk a
So,
little bit about that?
my goal, and our goal, I should say, is trying to bring back some type of normalcy to this whole ordeal. I mean, nothing is like going into the dining room and actually being able to go to the buffet. But starting next month, we're going to have like theme night Tuesdays. So every Tuesday, starting in June, we're going to get back to that type of concept where we'll have an Asian theme menu where you can choose certain items. Of course, the favorites won't be taken away. So if you don't like Asian food, you'll still be able to get a salmon fillet or a beef fillet. So you'll still have those choices as well, and some salads and things like that. This is just trying to kind of bring back some of the energy that we kind of lost early on with this, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Great. Well, we look forward to that. I think that'll go over wonderful. So some of the questions that we've got here, I wanted to go over. So the first question is how do I know what takeout containers get tossed and what takeout containers I put outside for pickup? So I see that you have some examples here, Kim, if you wouldn't mind going over that.
I do. These are the most common ones that people are going to see. These are being used especially for the salads, and we did have them for the quiche, I think, a couple times last week. But these containers, the flimsy plastic ones, are the ones that are throwaway containers. The harder plastic ones that have the hinge top to them, those are the ones that are reusable. So those are the ones that we're asking for you to empty out, rinse out, and then put out for us to pick back up for you. These can be thrown in the recycling, in your own recycling.
I think maybe you should talk to the residents about returning. I know we ordered almost 1,000 of those small containers, and we're starting to run short on those, and that is why we're going to the disposable ones. I know this has kind of been driven over and over again about returning them, but it's very important that if you do have them, if you can return them, it's very important, or please don't throw them away. We are running short on them. They're hard to get, so it's not like we can just reorder them again. And unfortunately, if we don't get them back, then we have to go to the to the plastic ones, and then we'll create this whole environmental ordeal where we have excess trash that we're trying to eliminate.
So I would say that if you're not in the mood for maybe your dessert right away, and you know the server's going to come pick it up, if you could transfer it out of the container and put it on a plate to put in your refrigerator, this way we can get our containers back and get them properly sanitized for the next meal. All right?
And you don't really have to wash them, just rinse them out. Please make sure they're empty of food, rinse them out, and then you can put them out in the hallway and we can pick them up for you.
Are most residents doing well with getting those rinsed out and put outside?
We're doing really good. Sometimes people forget to empty them out, but I mean, I think we're doing a really good job of that. And just getting them back, I think, is the issue, because a lot of people, these are really convenient to just put in your refrigerator and store your stuff in there, but we do need to get them back sooner than that.
And I would say if you are a little bit unsure about if you're still having some confusion with if it goes thrown away or not, if you're in doubt, just please put it outside and we'll take care of it. Because worst case scenario, we'll dispose of these ones for you. I just don't want to see these mistakenly go into the trash can at all. All right, so thank you. So the next form here says, aren't there any other rolls that you can get in? That the ones that we're getting in are horrible.
So, thanks for your feedback on the rolls. You know, we have been getting prepackaged rolls and some pastries from Rockland, which is our bakery here that we get outside. Unfortunately, the product is not as good as the ones we make. I did get some feedback on the one specific type of roll that was a favorite here. I'm gonna get that. It's like a split top white roll, but I know there are residents here that don't eat white flour, so we're looking into making our own wheat roll, or going back to our wheat or seeded roll here. So hopefully we can kind of figure that out and give you that roll as an option as well. I know we don't have a box for it on the ordering menu, but if you don't want bread or if you don't want any side items, because we will automatically put it on your tray, please just make a little note: no roll, no apple. Would save a lot of waste. I know some residents have been upset because they're like, why you keep giving me these bread? I'm not eating it. We don't know that you don't want it if you don't tell us. So I am trying to work on getting things that, once again, try to bring things back to normal. It's been a little challenge, but we're working on it step by step.
Well, I think you guys are doing a great job. I mean, most of the feedback forms that we're getting are all positives. They're loving the servers and the interaction they're having with them, and they're loving the food for the most part. You know, a couple now and then, you know, we get some cards saying that they didn't love their entree, but other than that, thank you for the love you're putting in the food, and thank you for the love you're putting in the service still. I have one more card here, and this says, I ordered blueberries and I got mixed berries, and I can only eat blueberries. So what would you say to the residents for that?
Well, I can address the server part of it. First of all, it is listed on the menu as a mixed berry cup. It is not just a blueberry or a raspberry or a strawberry cup. It is a mixed berry cup. And I'm sure Chef is going to speak on the availability of some of the things, but if we have mixed berries, it's not possible or fair for other residents to go through and pick out just the blueberries or just the strawberries, because then the next resident is going to get all blackberries or all raspberries. So it's not possible for us to just do a blueberry cup or just a strawberry cup. It is a mixed berry cup.
Great.
So to kind of follow up on that, once again, we're here to try to accommodate everyone the best we can. Everyone knows we're going through a challenging time with our supply chain. It is getting better because we've added new vendors. Produce is one of those things that I can order 10 flats of blueberries and I might get one or I might not get any. And because of that, I know sometimes you might say, oh, where's the asparagus at? I ordered asparagus and I got broccoli. That happened because that's what I got as a replacement. Things are starting to get a little stable as we start to run into summer because local produce will be more available. I know berries have always been an issue here since I've been here. There are certain residents who want certain types of berries, and we try our best to accommodate those residents, and most of those residents know we try to accommodate them because we do it for them. But right now it's tough. It's so tough that we're switching over, alternating between melon and berry cups, just because melon is starting to become more available from the south. But unfortunately, even melon is a little sketchy because sometimes I get it as ripe, sometimes it's not. But I appreciate everyone's patience through this. We're going to make it through it. But once again, we're not just hoarding blueberries. You know, we don't have that, you know, that luxury of just hoarding berries or being able to separate everything. If I did that, I would only be able to serve 10 residents because I only get a flat of blueberries. So please, once again, be patient. If we can do it, we'll do everything in our power to do it.
Great, great. Well, I think that's all the time that we have, but please, if you have any questions, feel free to call down the host desk if you need something immediate. If they're not able to answer your question, they can get one of us and we can come to the phone. But we welcome your feedback and any questions that you want answered on a setting like this. You can fill out a resident feedback form, and then we can do our best to put you on the agenda for next time.
And if you have something wrong with your meal, please call the day of instead of the day after. We can't fix it the day after. If you call the host desk the day of, we will be able to fix it for you.
And keep those comments coming. Once again, we're going to start this themed buffet concept again starting next month. I'm taking ideas. So if there's something that you loved or you want to see, send me an email or write a comment card.
Great. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.